today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
They'll be led by their fourth-year quarterback out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. First down, Mayfield. Rolling to his right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second down, McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Mayfield down. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Mayfield to throw it.
One of the more productive and durable players up until...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Baker Mayfield, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by a former 6th-round pick in his 3rd season out of Washington State, Gardner Minshew. Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
The numbers for Brown from a week ago, 6 catches, 99 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. As Sanders has it pumped free.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Minshew's throw there taken in by Smith.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew over the middle to Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Fast footwork by Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
When you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of...
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out. And look at the So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges for the remainder of this ball game. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Yeah, this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Flushed out right. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. They've given up a few for...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So that challenge, a successful one. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Minshew's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Out of the gun is Minshew. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Goddard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Minshew. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive.
Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that's complete to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Out out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. This is McCaffrey on the give. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They go play action. Mayfield. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So the Eagle offense coming on here as he'll try for 2 points. And Minshew will throw for it. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they have to try and move past that pick-6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the 27, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 2nd and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Mayfield with it once more. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Escaping the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw. Open man has got it. The tight end.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to...
But I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Minshew. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Here's Minshew. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Good footwork at the 30.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Panthers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And
today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. A beautiful fake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mike Zimmer staring down our referee. He's upset. He's going to throw it. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So the Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and 4th is a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that bailed.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend
touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The point after is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Flush to his right. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. From the gun, Mayfield steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Derek Brown. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Left side, Cook. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you're heading.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Derek Brown able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Oh, he shifts past him. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He gave it a tug, and that was it.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack.
Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Mayfield now. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. So it's, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on 1st down.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the 1st thanks to a flashy little spin move.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Cousins. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Now Cousins. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 27, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 2nd down and 4.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And quickly, they get to the line.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
Ooh, the juke. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line.
106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now Mayfield on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. On 1st and 10, Cousins
Connecting with Johnson.
and he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Now Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
To throw, Cousins.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Cook fights loose. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins.
That's complete. It's Cook.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Off the play fake, Cousins.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here into the hands of Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Mayfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. He'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. 4th down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Taylor, he'll get this one to Galladay. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Taylor. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Pulled in at the 24. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A
handoff. McCaffrey running right. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. And Thomas has it. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Mayfield looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing again on second down. Taylor.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins.
And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've reached half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Taylor.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Oh, a good. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Taylor now to throw on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, flush to his right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go play action now. Taylor. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down, Taylor, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run forward with Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Flushed out right. He gets it to Thomas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Taylor.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Taylor will get this out to Barkley, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. To throw again on 2nd down. Taylor gets it quickly to Galladay.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Taylor.
Going right back to Galladay.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain the play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Barkley again.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield down. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll go to Barkley again. And some space here. 30. 10. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 69 yards.
And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what it's symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
This is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Taylor to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.